We know that we're inheriting a set of public finances that are shot to pieces after 14 years of failure under the Conservatives. That's partly because of the chronically low, debilitating growth levels we've had under the Conservatives, and it's also because of the disastrous decisions that the Conservatives took with Liz Truss. So we're under no illusions about how difficult any inheritance would be should we be fortunate enough to form a
but some
government.
of these demands they go back for way beyond that, don't they? The waspy women, infected blood, Windrush. These are things you're going to have to deal with if you form the next government.
Well, first of all, let me be clear. On infected blood, just before Parliament finished for the general election, the government made an announcement around compensation for infected blood, which we supported, and we had been pushing the government to make that announcement.
So you've budgeted for all of that.
We had been pushing the government. Indeed, we brought a vote in Parliament, which in so many ways forced the government's hand on that front. But we are not going to make promises we cannot keep or commitments which are unfunded. That is what the Conservative Party are doing in this election campaign with a multi-billion-pound manifesto that can only be paid for by extra borrowing, putting up people's mortgages. We're not going to make those mistakes that Liz Truss made.
But you're
Every
going to
commitment
have
we
to
make is fully
compensate
funded.
the infected blood victims and the Windrush victims and the waspy women, aren't you? That's not part of some political game.
On infected blood, both parties have signed up to a compensation agreement. That was agreed in Parliament just before Parliament finished for the general election.
So it will definitely be paid, and you've budgeted for it.
We are committed to compensation for the absolutely awful scandal, which was the infected blood scandal, and both parties endorsed that package in Parliament literally the week that the general election was called, if I'm remembering correctly.